Last time on Dungeons and Dickheads, after spending their first night in their new home, there was no time for the party to rest as Ramona asked them to look at the worms, who'd been lethargic lately and not eating. After a bit of amateur veterinary work, Hawkeye arranged for the corpses of the sea spawn who'd attacked the day before to be taken to the house for the worms to eat. With that problem temporarily solved, the trio headed to the College of Mages to find some information on the Magus's top hat, one of the 6 talisman they were meant to be looking for. On arrival, it became clear that Ronson's decision to release Paul Daniels and therefore remove the magic from a large number of wizards had impacted the college. A lack of staff leading for those that were left to be less than happy with Ronson. Whilst Hawkeye and Tok spoke with the Dean and learnt of the Arcanix, the headquarters of the Magic Circle, where the talisman was likely to be, Ronson covered a necromancy class, bringing a sea spawn back to life. And I'm sure that will have no consequences whatsoever. With the information they needed, the party returned to the house to find the worms already doing much better. Having spoken with Ramona, they agreed they would head to the west, towards both the Arcanix and the Black Pit, the last known location of the Dwarf's Talisman. However, on the way they planned to investigate the blockade in Danhaven, which was causing problems for the orphanage in Lafayette, something Tok seemed strangely interested in. And so, we will join our heroes, characters, the next morning in your house. And yes, everyone, you do have a house. Let's not have to remind us all of that again.
I remembered.
We have a house?
Oh, get me out of Ronson's room right now.
Oh, is that Ronson's room?
Yeah.
Oh, what were you doing in there, Tok?
I was sneaking.
Yeah, sneaking a little look at Ronson with his PJ bottoms down, I bet.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, as I remember the end of the last episode, I had used my amazing abilities of listening to realise that Tok was quite clearly keeping a secret about something, and I was going to be discussing that with her on the way home.
We can have that conversation. We can have this conversation last night, but we can do it now if you want.
So I remember what's going on. I remember plot and stuff. All right. It was an orphanage, wasn't it? Yes. I remember stuff. I know what's going on. So, Tok, about that orphanage that you have absolutely no connection with at all, that we're going to.
Yes.
That's it. That's the question. What's up with that?
Well, obviously it's an orphanage, which I have absolutely no connection to at all.
No, you see, you're saying that, but I think that's a naughty fib, isn't it? I'm a dwarf, I can tell.
Each other if we aren't true to each other.
Yes, well, Ronson, I don't exactly think you're honest every day to us.
I have always been honest about my feelings for you, Tok.
Well, yes, we know that. So, the orphanage. I mean, it's where business, in past business may have been held at some time, just little snippet of my past. We don't even need to pay it a visit.
Is it something we're going to need to know before we get there and then get told about it and blindsided by the big bad guy?
No, I think we'll be absolutely fine when we go.
I don't know about you, Rodster, but I do not feel reassured.
No, I think she really is a little cheeky monkey, and she's she's puckish, isn't she? I would say, in our little group of merry men and women.
Doggish.
Puckish, puck,
Same to you, pal. Only asked a question.
puck, P-U-C-K, puckish.
Oh, right. Like the little fella from A Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Well, let's say, the prince, the old prince, the cock of thieves, as we like to know him. Me and him had some fallings out over the orphanage a few years ago. It's all in the past. It's all in the past. We don't really need to talk about it. You don't really need to know anything about it. It's all sorted now. You saw how the cock of thieves and me went now. Absolutely fine.
The high-ranking magician fella with a small army. I think we probably do need to know something about it before we head to that orphanage.
Fine. Well, you know how I used to be part of the Thieves Guild and now I'm not part of the Thieves Guild, and there was an orphanage and I stole something for the orphanage for the Thieves Guild, and then I had to leave the Thieves Guild, and now I'm back and I gave it back to the Thieves Guild and I had to run away from the Thieves Guild, and now we're fine again, yeah?
Oh, that makes sense.
Did
What did you steal from an orphanage? Was it a parent?
No.
Was it a child?
No.
Was it a weapon?
No.
Was it money?
No.
Was it magic?
No.
Food?
That's 5 questions for those keeping count.
Still less than the fireballs that got thrown. Food, water, animal, vegetable, or mineral?
No.
It's not an animal or a vegetable or a mineral.
Correct.
Is it an emotion?
No. We could play this all night, poor guy.
Was it a feeling?
No. Although feelings may have been changed.
I think
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Sorry?
Is it bigger than a bread box?
No.
Is it bigger than an ant?
Yes.
Ronson?
Is it Princess Diana?
No, I don't know who that is.
Is it smaller than Princess Diana? I mean, it probably is now.
It's the size. It's smaller than a bread box. We've established that. Unless this Princess Diana, whoever that is very small.
That car got very crushed.
And you put it in your mouth.
Oh no. Yes.
Ronson, we're asking questions about the thing that was stolen. Please keep it on topic.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
The answer was yes.
Is it edible?
No.
I think it would be worth you having a conversation whilst you're walking to the next location.
Yes, we can leave and walk. We've got all day. I mean,
we're walking and talking. It's like an episode of The West Wing.
Absolutely.
So you did say last time you wanted to take Ramona with you. Is that still the case?
Yeah.
Yep. We've had this conversation back home and then all through the night, and then we've asked Ramona to come with us, have we, the next day? Love it.
So, would I be able to smuggle it up my bottom?
You could certainly try.
Can I try?
No.
So, as a reminder, here is the map. The new green pins reflect the teleportation circles you've started to discover. So you can travel between the teleportation circles you found. You have to be at one of them, and then you can go to another one. So right now, you only have the one in Flame Keep and the one at the old base.
We can teleport almost 100 meters at this point.
Yeah,
it's actually quite a long way between those two, and there's some water there. You had to fly in a bloody dragon to get there. So, yeah.
Can we use the dragon as an Uber on future adventures?
Well, you've started walking now, so a bit late.
Oh, fair.
But you could, I mean, I have to come up with some reason why that isn't going to be available every adventure.
I just think flying into every adventure we go to on a dragon might benefit us.
Yeah, I feel like at level 7 that's a little bit Little bit overpowered.
No.
You're due a level
So
up
we've
soon.
got a dragon, but you won't let us use it.
Well, to be fair, she is still nesting. She has got 3 eggs that are due hatching, so she has got better things to do.
It's like when I got my own army and Dave found a way to cleverly make sure that they all disappeared.
To be fair, Hawkeye did booby trap them.
You could have wrote around that.
Could have wrote around that, yeah. Could have thought on your feet.
So it is a long walk to from Flame Keep to Dunhaven. It's going to take you most of the day.
It's all right. This game of 20 questions is taking a while, so we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the way out, if I remember correctly, there are stables in Flame Keep. Can we not go and buy a horse each?
If you want to.
Would this not be wise?
Does it make any difference to the game?
It'll get us there quicker, right?
I can teleport.
Oh, shush now.
Well, not that
little legs.
You're about 15 feet ahead or something. I don't know. I could just keep teleporting. It'll get me there faster.
Well, if you want to walk, I'm here for the cardio. I mean, we all know how lethargic we can get stood in one city. So let's go with the cardio then. If you walk, it's fine.
We're walking.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a long walk.
I'm not walking. I just keep teleporting ahead, waiting for them to catch up, then teleport. Wait for them to catch up, teleport.
The 4 times you can do that with your spell slots.
All right, okay.
Then you have a long rest. Do it again.
A long rest, then I can do it again another 4 times.
Okay, so after a few hours and the conversation's moved on from Tok's secret. Well, it has, because Ramona wants to talk to you, Hawkeye.
Okay.
So she kind of holds you back a little bit. That's the other 2 go in front. Are you deliberately avoiding going after your father then, or what?
No, just saving the orphans.
Well, yeah. You know, he's probably got at least one of the talisman by now, same as us. And Lord knows how many Vermilion's got. All it takes is for one of us to get hold of 4 of the 6, and I've got complete control over Helios. I can only imagine either you don't care about the fate of the world, or you're just avoiding your dad.
Yeah, little from pot A, little from pot B. I'm just very confident that even with all the Infinity Gems, I can kick his teeth in. I mean, look, you know, an alcoholic in a tinfoil suit took down the last big bad guy with all of them, so I think we're probably fine.
He is the god of the sun.
Well, I'm the son of the god.
I mean,
Don't think about it.
So I did have a lot of respect for your dad, but I wouldn't say God.
Don't think about it. Just enjoy the clever line and the speed at which it was delivered.
It was very sharp, I've got to admit that.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. It doesn't have to make sense.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, will be our next thing, but we can't leave orphans to starve to death.
So, as a reminder, because you need reminding, you're on the way to Dunhaven, which is the town that has been blockaded. The orphanage is in Lavlier, which is further to the west. But the main problem has come because the main trade route through Dunhaven is blocked because there's been some sort of barricade there. So, many hours pass as you're walking, having conversation, trying to work out what's going on with Tok. And it starts to get dark as you see Dunhaven in front of you. You remember, obviously, that it had been mentioned that it has been abandoned. And you can kind of see just sort of makeshift like barricades, like as you approach, just bits of wood put up and a makeshift signpost that just reads "Keep Out" scrawled in red paint.
Do we see any people around?
Give me a perception check.
Well, she's keep out. What do you think that means?
It's a very subtle sign, Ronson. It doesn't specify. It says somebody needs to keep out, but it doesn't have our names on it. So I'm pretty sure we're fine.
I'd imagine so.
I think it's aimed at Phillip Keep of the Keep family of the Towering Wood. I think they're saying, Phillip Keep, out.
Out, yes. Keep out.
So not aimed at us. I think we're fine.
30-20.
There are no people around.
Oh, hang on. I don't like the emphasis on people.
Me either. Shit. How far does the blockade only go across the road? Does it go kind of what's either side of the blockade?
Kind of. So there's like walls to the town anyway. So it kind of goes over to like the walls of the town. You'd have to go through the barricade to get into town, basically.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go in. I'm happy to go in and have a nosy around.
Wait.
I'll go to
now,
my own.
do we want to go big or do we want to go quietly?
Well, every time
I'll
we
turn
try
invisible, I can have a look around then.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, we could sneak in or I could blast the barricade as much as possible.
Does it feel inevitable that we're going to blow something up fairly quickly?
No. I mean, where do we ever go in and just blow things up?
I'll refer you to the podcast. Literally every episode of it.
I would like to disguise myself as
a barricade.
I would like to disguise myself. What are they? What's the barricade made out of?
Bits of wood.
Can I disguise myself as a crate?
Right, I've got invisible, so I need to. Is that that's one of the spell slots, isn't it?
So Verona just kind of sighs as Tok turns herself into a crate.
There we go, visibility.
I'm just sneaking in. I peek
Vic
out
will
from the
not be
crate.
happy until this whole thing is just a big game of prop hunt.
I think invisibility might be slightly more beneficial than you pretending to be a crate.
No, I'm gonna be a crate, and as I'm a crate, I'm gonna stealthily get into all the other crates and make my way slowly up and over and perch myself on the top of the barricade and see if I can see anything. So you're going to disguise
yourself as a crate?
Yeah.
Even though there's lots of crates around that you could have just got inside?
I'm going to disguise myself as a crate and I'm going to get myself up on top of the barricade. You listen to me. I do what I want. And then I'm going to look over the barricade to see what I can see.
I am going to get one of those crates and put it on myself, and I'm going to Metal Gear Solid my way towards the town.
Tok just makes this random noise every time Shitey looks out from under the crate. And this little illusionary exclamation mark comes up on top of the crate each time.
I just want to see some vampires walk around me going, what was that?
So, with all of that decision making, night has drawn in and it started raining. Inconvenient. As Ronson sneaks in invisibly and Tok perches herself on the top of the barricade, the first thing you notice is just how quiet it is. On a quick glance, you can't see anybody. It does look like the town was pretty beaten up to start with. You can't really tell much of the wear and tear has happened since whatever this issue has been, but it was pretty rough. You see a number of buildings. There's a well in the middle, and strangely, there are some lit torches, sort of being shielded from the rain by little bits of wood on top.
I would like to sneak down and just kind of shimmy up to a window. A peek through a window, please. See if there's anyone inside any of this. Maybe this second building that I'm kind of nearest to. So
do you want to move yourself?
Go kind of if there's a window on this side of the building, I would like to have a look at, please.
So you have a look, and as you peer in, you're kind of taken aback as you see A human-sized rat. Big, sort of bulgy muscles.
Those tonsils coming back again.
No, this one's grey, not brown. And it's kind of skulking around inside the building, just kind of rummaging about.
Just the one?
You can only see the one.
Okay. Okay. Do I know where Porkai is at the moment? Can I see Porkai from where I am?
He hasn't come into the town yet. I've just put his token there for.
Oh,
reasons.
okay. Quietly, I would like to check the building next to me, just this way as well, and have a look in this one as well, just to see if there's anything in that one too.
You can't see anything through the window in that one.
And then is there? And then I would like to make my way across the walkway to this one at the bottom.
Okay.
And have a look through that window. We're just scoping the area, just sensing how many things are around.
You don't see anything in that middle building there. So there's 3 buildings here. Kind of, you can see above you. There's a wooden plank bridging the 2. But no, you don't see anything in that middle building.
Okay, I'm going to come up this. Yeah, I'm going to come up this way to Ronson, and I don't know where Ronson is because he's invisible. But I'll kind of be around this one, looking in this building, in a loud whisper.
You see a rat in that building.
I move to this building next to it and carry on. Ronson!
Pardon?
Ronson!
What?
Shh!
I can't hear you. Could you speak up a little bit?
The crate by your feet.
Yes, what?
There's some rats.
In the crate with you?
No, in the buildings with teeth.
Well, in their old buildings, I'm quite sure there are many rats scuttling about in there. Big deal, big whoop. What's the point?
You know how shite he looks you know how Porkai looks when he wakes up in the morning? All like,
yes.
And that size, that's what they look like. They're big.
But he's a dwarf, so they're the size of a dwarf.
Well, they're big rats, so yeah.
So bigger than average is what you're saying, but not human size.
Yeah.
Right.
They are human size.
Bigger.
I've just heard a little voice in my head. I say they are human size.
Yes, it's a human dwarf. It's fine, yeah.
Right, what do you want? Do you want me to go scout out the place, do a bit of reconnaissance?
Yeah, I found 2 so far, and I kind of gesture to the 2 buildings. I obviously don't know.
Congratulations, well done. Your life as a crate is going well.
I was stood up as kind of half dressed as a crate, and I immediately go, yeah. And I jump back into my crate position and scuttle off towards the barricade again.
Well, this has been going on.
If you disguised as a crate, then surely you wouldn't have to stand. I mean, how can she be disguised
it's a transformer crate? And I go,
right.
what? As I go up and down.
It's like that, is it? Well, can you make that noise, please, every time that you stand up?
Yeah. No, like I'm going to go that one.
Right.
That's not a transformer, that's a chicken.
Yeah, well... I'm going to kind of scuttle towards the barrier to where Porkai is.
Oh, I've shimmied in.
I don't know if you heard. Porkai, there's some rats around here, apparently. Keep it to yourself, though.
Stop shouting.
I'm in the box.
Oh, God, are you in the box as well? Right, okay.
My box is real.
Right. Never fear, Ronson is here.
Have a look in the well.
I'll have a little look around and see what I can spy. So, Dave, I walk around the entire map that we can see at the moment, looking in every single window and thus uncovering anything of interest. In every single... That's fine. It can take a while. Yeah, I mean, that map's not big. Look. There's about 12 buildings. That'll take about 5 minutes, Dave.
Yeah, but it means we've got other stuff could happen in that time. Time isn't standing still whilst you're looking.
I'd be surprised if anything happened in 5 minutes. They're not moving. I'm invisible and I'm walking around.
I'd like to propose that Ronson has some form of advantage on this, given his history as a midnight creeper.
Yes.
I mean, he's doing
As a Scuttler.
So whilst he's doing that, actually, yeah, let's do this bit first. So, Ronson, you check this building up to the north.
Yeah.
And inside, you see the remains of a black and white cow.
Oh.
Daisy!
Oh, no.
Frida!
Daisy.
Who was it?
That's a past plot point.
Milky Edna.
No, it was Daisy or Frida, right?
Yeah, we never had a Daisy. It was not
Olga.
Daisy.
Okay, so that's up there. What about all the other buildings, Dave? All the other buildings.
So there is a rat person outside of that building. Whilst you're scuttling around checking out the rest, there are now 2 unusual crates in the middle of the town, and you kind of hear some wet footsteps in the mud as one of the rats starts looking around the crate that Porkeye is hidden in.
Oh, what a coincidence. Just happens to be right where you are, Porkeye. He's moved that. I bet he's moved that.
I'm very, very still as my crate.
Wait, do you move these over here? And yeah, just hear a voice cry back, going, no, what are you talking about? Nothing. Oh, look at this.
Yes, I moved them. Just leave them there. Don't worry about it.
As another rat starts to kind of peer around at the 2 crates. Meanwhile,
just leave it. It's fine.
you do, Ronson, you peer through, and there is another rat up in this building here to the north. There is also one on the walkway at the back of the town, which is higher up. And as you make your way round to the bottom building, you also see one in there.
Right.
Yeah, we can take them.
So, Dave, I would like to bargain with you, Dave.
Right.
I know if I'm honest about something, you reward me, don't you? You say, oh, you were honest, and you give me an inspiration point.
Depends if you do it on purpose for your own benefit.
No, I've just realised something now, Dave. If I'm honest with you, Dave, I would like something, but you know what? I want something better than an inspiration point. What can you give me?
Bartering with the DM.
A little tiny bit of respect.
What do I need that for?
Is it that your invisibility ran out about 5 minutes ago in game time?
No, because I think it lasts
until you
lasts quite a while, doesn't it? I think I know it certainly lasts until I do a spell. Dave, here's what I'm thinking. If I'm honest with you, Dave, you said, Dave, it's raining. Thus, I would be slightly visible because the rain would be bouncing off me, trickling down me, and maybe a bit like the Predator in the film Predator. I would be slightly visible, wouldn't I?
And Predator too.
Yeah, but the rats didn't notice the moving crates, so they've not noticed.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just being honest, Dave. That you'd give me something.
You're making the assumption that I haven't been rolling perception checks for the rats in the background.
Yeah, but you didn't think about the rain thing and the invisibility thing.
Listen.
Well, there's also footprints in the mud, so yes, I did.
And predators. And Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, but Dave, what you didn't realise is I have been doing a little bit like in The Great Escape, a similar idea. I've got mud in my pocket, and as I walk, I'm filling in my footprints with the mud as I walk. So
they haven't noticed you yet anyway. They're pretty dense, these rats.
Okay.
Maybe they will
Dave.
in a moment, though,
Hey,
Ronson.
I just wanted to be honest with you, Dave. You've now shown that I'm honest and I get nothing for it. So I won't be honest in the future now. I'll just be deceptive in that case.
No, because I feel like I've now trained you that you feel that if you try and be clever and go, oh yeah, look, I'm being nice and honest, that you'll get something good.
Yeah.
No, like you were honest once because, you know, in the year and a half that I've done this and been working through the 50,000 word document that we've got, I've made a mistake once.
Yeah.
And you were honest. It doesn't mean you get something every time that you're not a dick.
Dave, give him a lollipop and he'll be happy, okay?
Just then I'm not. I tell you that's it now.
I'll post him a lollipop.
Post him a lollipop.
That's it. I'm not. I'm never going to be honest again.
I'm Edward October. Ask any bold individualist and they'll tell you all you need for a perfect eggnog is to combine egg yolks, beaten until creamy, egg whites, beaten until fluffy, heavy cream, sugar, a generous portion of fresh grated nutmeg, and an even more generous portion of liquor. Most people use dark rum, I prefer bourbon. The final two ingredients are essential. Cozy seat by the fire in which to sip it, and a ghost story told as only Octoberpod can tell it. This year, Octoberpod's Christmas gift to you is an evening of Ghoul-Tide classics written by two masters of supernatural literature. It drops on December 24th, Christmas Eve. Listen to it on Octoberpod AM, wherever you get podcasts, or at Octoberpod Home Video on YouTube. Unwind with us by the fire, and we guarantee it will be the crowning pleasure of your busy holiday season. After all, eggnog without a good belt of hooch is hardly eggnog, and Christmas without an Octoberpod ghost story is hardly Christmas. Octoberpod, Yuletide horror for bold individualists. OctoberPodVHS.com.
Right. Okay. So I will. Oh, I can't. Can I? Because those mice are over there, aren't they? I was going to go fill in tickety tockety and pork pie and let them know about what was going on, but I can't. Can I? Right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going.
Given that those rats basically stood on our head, we're probably aware of the situation.
Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here where I am now, and I'm going to do what I just did twice and you ignored, and I'm going to go, great salute. As your commander in general, I demand you leave those crates alone. Go back to your posts.
At the same... Oh, okay. I was going to say, at the same time, I was going to cast a minor illusion over... I'm just going to move top for a second. Over here, of just a pile of crates looking like they're tumbling over. But they're making no sound because it's minor illusion. But they're just a pile of... The rain's covering the sound. We're just going to assume that the rain, minor illusion of some crates just tumbling over down there.
So let's do that. The rat who's up here on the building to the left of the map jumps down and starts looking and going, what's going on here? What is going on with all of these bloody crates? And there's a bit of scurrying as this rat on the sofa.
Probably that one that's near me probably goes over there as well, I'd imagine.
Well, no, so he's heard the voice and going, what on earth what is happening? Is there someone here?
No.
No.
So the rat who's come from the bottom of the town forward and is like kind of addressing the general area. If there's someone there, just come and bloody tell us. We've been waiting for someone to come along and help us.
Have you seen Alien vs. Predator Requiem?
No.
Oh. Have you seen the fan film of Batman vs. Predator?
No.
Have you seen Prey? Probably the best of the Predator films.
No.
Can't help you then, mate.
As these as they're all
hang on, Jave, just a sorry, Vic, but did my ruse not work? What can I roll for deception?
You can try. They're kind of they're investigating where the noise came from. If you want to roll for deception to convince them that the voice was nothing.
11. No, deception that they think, oh, hang on, our general's told us to move. I got an 11.
Well, bearing in mind his general just walked past him. He has also rolled a 12, so that doesn't work.
Oh,
yeah, there is something weird going on.
As they're all kind of gathering near me, hearing that they said that they were waiting for someone to help them, I'm going to flick my tail out of my crate disguise and try and knock the rat that's nearest to me off his feet. And at the same time, grab him, pinning him to the floor with my rapier in my hand. And said, who are you waiting for?
Give me a strength.
Oh, God. I'm not strong, why?
And dexterity. And athleticism.
Dexterity?
I'm throwing a religion just for the hell of it.
Yeah, it's definitely strength because you're trying to pin him down. So just give me a straight up strength throw.
All right. Okay, well, it's a 17 plus. Where's my strength? Oh, no. Where is strength? Is strength just... How do I...
It's just one at the top.
Fuck. 16, because I've got a -1 in strength.
So you tackle the rat.
Yeah.
And you do manage to get them to the ground, but they're able to sort of hold you up. You know, they're kind of holding you as much as you're pinning them. And I go, wait for whoever would come and bloody help us. It's been weeks we've been here.
And I'm kind of there with my hands and like, what?
Oh, I hop out of the box. It's me, poor guy, the Earl of Shit Lifting, Lord of Flame Keep, and Droidland Ambassador of the Sea Folk and Dragon Slayer. You have failed the test of security. I'm not sure we can help you anymore. Explain yourself, Rat General. General Ratton of the Desert Rats.
Would you not be a little more sensitive, says the guy who stepped forward.
I'm very sensitive, actually. I cried not last night thinking about starving puppies.
Well, what about us turned into bloody were-rats?
I wasn't too fussed about that, if I'm honest. Were-rats.
Where's a rat?
Yeah.
No, not.
We're were-rats.
Who rat?
When rat?
Rats on first.
Roland rat?
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-a-ta-ta. Oh, automatically I go, oh, well, rats, how interesting. And I kind of grab its face and I start looking at its little teethers, like turning its head side to side. I'm like, ooh, do you have a tail? Try and flop him over to look at his tail.
Yes, you can see I have a tail, says the one.
I'm going to stop her manhandling. Hashtag me too.
Who you have identified, Tok, as you're that close that this one is a female. Says, look, and be careful. We don't know how this thing transmits. You don't want to get it too, do you?
I mean,
though.
Kinda.
Kind of take my hand away and start wiping it on my cloak.
What are the downsides to having full moon rat powers?
Well, other than the fact that during the day we're actual little rats, and if we go in the sunshine, we burn. Lost my brother like that on day one. It wasn't pretty, I tell you.
Well, didn't he understand the rules of... Well, really, you're combining two things, werewolves and vampires.
Say, this is what's going on here with this mythology.
Yeah, we're vampire rats.
Vampire werewolf rats.
Vampire rats.
What?
We're vampire rats.
Wait, don't bite me.
Your lore is very confusing to me.
But none of us know how the rules work. It's just one day... We started getting sick, and the day after we had a fever, we turned into rat, and then we had to work it out from there. A few of them died before we worked out it was a sunlight.
Right, so you started as rats, normal.
No, we started as people.
People, that's what I wanted to establish.
You became rats, then you became were-rats.
And during the day,
then you became vampire
rats. During the day, we turned into rats.
And at night, you're vampire rats.
Well, we're not really vampires.
But if it's a full moon, you wear rats.
No, there's nothing to do with the moon. No.
Your lore and canon is very confusing to me.
Is it because the moon is made of cheese? And you're rats?
There we go. The mystery has been solved. Good work, Ronson.
The moon is made of cheese. I've heard that, yes.
Ronson hasn't said anything yet. This is just me. Ronson's still keeping Stum down in the corner. He's invisible.
Look, we put the quarantine up, but of course, when anyone came to see, they couldn't find us because we were bloody rats. We couldn't talk to them. So we've been starving. We don't want to go out in case we infect anyone. and no one's been through. So I'm guessing they've stopped all the trade routes or something.
So let me get this
Right.
straight. You're the townsfolk of this here town.
Yes,
And you
the
put
mayor.
the barricade up. You're the mayor. Okay. Well,
This one.
oh, okay. Yes, you.
They all look the same to me.
Welcome. I'm Tok. You might have heard of me from the Nightingales. Anyway, not to worry. What day and how long ago did you find out that you were were-rats?
It's about over 2 weeks ago it happened. First of us started getting sick.
Were any of you bitten by a rat?
No, this is the thing. We were trying to work it out because that's what you'd think had happened, wouldn't you? But we've got no idea where it came from. Like, one of us got sick, and then the next day it was more of us. And to say, like, day one you got a fever, and day two you turned into a bloody rat.
Well, what's in your well? Don't say water.
Well, it is water.
Right, but you've all drank from that, right?
Well, yeah.
Have you tested it?
How? It's
Feed it
it's
to
water.
it.
Well,
Feed
sure.
it to something random and see if it turns into a were cat or something.
So this one here at the top that was investigating, you go, well, that's a bloody good idea, isn't it? And he wanders
Yes.
over, grabs like a cup of water and goes, so we need something that's not aware at yet, and we need to see if it turns, do we?
Backs it
Well,
up, me.
We've got limited options, and he kind of approaches you, poor guy, with the water. Go on then, smart ass. You try it.
You try it and see if you turn into a double werewolf rat vampire.
What? That makes no bloody sense. Unlike the rest of this, that is perfectly bulletproof.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen this exact story in one of the classic Hammer horrors.
You don't happen to have a
Where's
person,
Pebbles?
a patron of the town that's generally someone who only drinks alcohol, that hasn't drank the well water? You know,
Oh,
the
no,
person
because
that's
if we
always
did, they
lent
wouldn't
on
be
the
a rat,
bar.
would they?
Ronson will
Oh,
drink
so it
it.
is
Get
the
Ronson
water.
over.
No,
Ronson
this
will
is what
drink
I'm
it.
trying to establish. You see, was the person that's always at the bar and always got a beer in their hand the person that turned last?
Well, some of them, once people started getting sick, some of them started leaving. So, like, there's probably some, maybe they turned on the way. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. The local drunk, he's not here. I've not seen him for a while. Maybe he turned to a rat and burned.
Anybody got detect magic?
No.
What's
I've been
you're
looking
a
at my
wizard?
spells.
Possibly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Have you got any magic for detecting magic?
No, I don't think so. Not that I can see. Not that I can see. Dave is suspiciously quiet, though, which makes me think that he knows I haven't. He's not telling me.
I know I always think you do, but I'm pretty certain you don't.
No, so I don't think so. Nothing I can see suggests that I do.
Do we have any form of spell that might... Well, they're not injured, so like no healing spell would work. But,
Literally
like,
what I'm looking at, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Have you all eaten from the same food shipment previous to turning into vampire, rat, werewolf, rat vampires?
Well, yeah, I mean, all the stuff comes either from Phillip Keep or from Lafleur, and that comes sort of further down from Galt. But we've always eaten from there. I mean, to be honest, it's probably better than the bloody cows we've had to scavenge recently.
Oh, wait. That cow. I don't suppose they had, and then I describe what the cow looked like when. Was it Olga?
Yeah.
Is it Olga? Talk
This
to us
one's
about how
Olga.
they're friends.
Frida
This
was
is
the
Olga.
other one.
You know, this doesn't. Free to describe this cow to us. I don't suppose this cow looked like this.
Yeah. Well, we were getting desperate. We can't go out during the day, so we had to start going a bit further afield and finding some food.
Another mystery solved. Good work,
Another
team.
mystery
During this
solved.
10-minute
Tick that one
conversation, what is this rat doing that's near me at the bottom here?
He's just
Staring at
sniffing
you.
about.
What, for 10 minutes for the entirety of this conversation?
Well, what are you doing? Just standing there doing nothing for 10 minutes?
Well, yeah, I was keeping still, but I suppose he'll see my footprints, wouldn't he? According to you.
Let me roll for him.
I mean, what's he sniffing? My crotch?
Well, that's probably the bit that smells the most.
Yeah, you've probably got a good point.
So the working... Go on, sorry.
He does start to head back round to his boss.
Right, okay, I'm coming around over here to listen in.
Happy.
I'm over here.
The working theory then...
listening in. I'm listening in.
Is the well water. That's our going theory at the moment, because that makes sense.
It's not well water.
But we don't have any form of magic for working out if it is actually that. Can we give it a sniff? See if it smells magic? You've got to have some sort of spell, Bronson. You're meant to be a wizard.
I mean, you could do an Arcana check to see if you can detect
Arcana?
Magic.
That's somebody from Manchester's daughter that's called Kana.
Arcana.
Arcana.
Well, I'll do that then. I'll do an Arcana check then.
On what?
I don't know. What on the what? On the water?
Okay, so you're going to the well and going to do an Arcana check on the water.
Kelly's pissed on a kid.
22.
Your Kelly's pissed on kid. No, our Kelly's pissed on kid. Your Kelly's pissed on kid, and so on. That's a very funny joke. Satire for 6 months' time.
Okay, was that a 22?
22.
So, actually, rather than going to the well, this rat, who you haven't asked any of their names yet, is holding the cup of water, and you wave your invisible hand over it and just concentrate for a few minutes. You definitely
bloody right, Dave.
What?
If I'm honest about something,
oh for goodness' sake,
will you give me some?
This isn't a spell.
Oh, is it not?
No, you're basically
then.
You have knowledge of magic, so you're just looking at it and going, "Is this magic?"
Can I be honest? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Could it be magic?
Anywho,
you do detect the slight hint of necromantic magic, which you're obviously quite used to because you bring stuff back from the dead all the time.
Okay. I'm being very quiet because I don't want them to know I'm invisible. I have just discovered, using my magical hands, that there's a hint of necromantic magic in the water.
It sounds like you've ingested some of that. You all right?
Yes, I'm just coughing a little bit. I do apologise.
That's funny because that sounds like coughing, right? And you raise people from the dead. That's funny.
Yes, very good, isn't it? I wish I'd have thought of that myself.
So anyway, rat friends, we're rat vampire friends. I can't be asked to find out your names because there's too many and I'll forget. It's definitely the water, so don't drink that.
That's a bit bloody late, isn't it?
We only just fucking got it, pal. And we just answered your question. What more do you want?
Well, it don't turn us back, does it?
Never be satisfied, eh?
Have you tried eating loads of rice? It works on my phone when it gets wet.
We tried eating cows. That's not work.
Eat a shit ton of rice. We'll wait.
They're murdering the cows.
Yeah, that happened 10 minutes ago, Ronson.
Oh, sorry.
Go and eat loads of rice and let it soak up in your stomach. We can wait.
So, why are you here if not to help us?
We are helping you. Go and eat a load of rice. Report back.
Well, no. We. You really want him to eat rice, poor guy?
It's gotta soak up the water.
I don't think that's how spells work.
It is. It's not a spell. It's science. It's kitchen science. When I get my rice wet, I put it in a bag with an iPhone and it dries out the rice. So that could only work definitely the opposite way. So rice will soak up the magic water, eat all the rice. Do you have any rice?
They're just ignoring you now. And the one that's directly in front of you, who's holding the water, just his eyes narrow. He looks to the mayor and he just turns back and he throws a cup of water towards you. And it happens to be Ronson is also behind you. So can you both make me dexterity saving throws, please?
Well, I'm bloody there to help them.
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
5. I swallow it.
Dexterity.
Mm.
19.
Wait. That wasn't a saving throw. That was a throw. Hang on. 5.
And I got
Fucking hate this game.
19.
Yeah, so Ronson manages to avoid all the little drips that fly past him because poor Kai has basically swallowed the whole lot.
Great, I'm a fucking werewolf, rat, vampire, dwarf. That's fine. Whatever.
The mayor steps forward and grabs the other one and says, Boston, what on earth have you done? They're ready to help. They weren't bloody helping, were they? They have to now. If you want to stop your mate turning into one of us, you've got to go find out what's going on, haven't you?
Where's your rice?
Fuck off, eh, Rice?
This will work. Where's your rice? And rice. Where's our rice? She'll know what's going on.
And rice.
Right.
Rat 1, where's your rice?
We haven't got any rice. There's been no supplies for weeks. That's probably the reason you're here.
That
because
is
I imagine
the reason
there's some
we're here.
starving orphans in the next town.
I was going to say, but poor Kai was so interested in this rice malarkey. But yes, we're here because your blockade is blocking all the supplies going to the Lathalia. So we came to see, and I don't suppose anyone in this town has had any run-ins, any bad dealings with anyone. The bad blood, anything like that.
No, I mean, look, we've always been a little bit of the poor relation between, like, you've got Lathalia over there, and Father Bennett, he funds everything. You've got Flame Keep and the royal family, and we're kind of in the middle, but we do all right. We like sell food and stuff to people who come through with supplies, but we never really had much of a problem with anybody. I mean, it was Father Bennett that built the well. I mean, I
was going to say, yes. Did he build this well?
He did, yeah, many years ago.
Did he build the well?
Well,
done us all right till now.
Well done on the well.
Father Bennett. I haven't heard that name in forever. Well,
Gordon Street. I used to know a woman who lived on Gordon Street.
And
that's a joke for the kids.
Can I just ask how long this well's been here for?
Well, over a decade.
Over a decade. And this is a recent thing.
The illness is, yeah.
Okay, right. Well, has Father Bennett been around recently? How is he?
We don't really see him, to be honest. He built this way back. He spends most of his time, mostly time in Lathalia.
Gordon Bennett?
No, Thomas.
No, so I just stubbed my toe.
Who's that? I can't see you.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
I don't suppose Mother Ira's been around lately at all. Come to visit the town.
She doesn't come around that often. We normally see when we used to go to Lathalia, we used to see her. But again, been weeks and no one. They must know something's gone on. We put the quarantine signs up, but no one's actually come to see us. Shows how much they really care, I suppose.
Well, I suppose we should really go and see Father Bennett in Lathalia then. As soon as he built this well, he may be able to fix it.
Who are these jabronis?
Well, you know how I was saying before that I knew the orphanage and had some history there. Friends, pals, you might say, and Father Bennett too. Nice.
Gordon Bennett?
Let's go see Uncle Ben, whatever.
I'm sorry, I stubbed my toe again.
I'm sure
very upset that I'm a werewolf rat now.
Delighted to see
Frankly, I'm going to headbutt somebody and then nibble their cables.
Right, you stay at least 3 feet away from me at all times.
I'm nibbling. I'm going to nibble something.
I'll be right behind.
And I just scoop my tail up into my hand. No.
So it's a good couple of hours to Lathalia. It's already late, dark, wet. Do you want to stay here until the morning? Because if you turn up now, there ain't going to be anyone there anyway.
Wait, if we wait till the morning, am I going to turn into a rat?
It'd always We don't know when we got infected, do we? I mean, what happened to us is we got a fever.
You'll burn, you'll die.
We got a fever, and then 24 hours later, we turned into a rat. So you probably got at least 24 hours before you turn into a rat.
Fucking hell. No wonder they can't get this Blade film made. This is just confusing. Right, we'll have to go see Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
You want to go tonight in the dark?
Yes. Yes, I do. Also, I just need to close the living room window because someone's smoking outside and it's wafting in. So you have an adventure while I stare off into the middle distance for a minute. I'll be back in a second.
Well, Mayor, thank you so much for telling us about these things. I'm not really sure that we can help, but we'll do our best because we're going to Latvia anyway, kind of, maybe. Passing through, we'll be on our way. You know, I just want this barricade down, to be honest.
Well, you can't send anyone here until we really know what's happened. That was the whole point. That's why we're not barricaded it for our own good. We barricaded it for everyone else.
Yes, but I don't think anyone knows that that's why it's barricaded.
Well, they should have asked, shouldn't they?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to go and inform them of.
The other one, the one who you've been told is called Bossons.
Bossons.
And you better bloody find out what's going on if you don't want your friend to turn the same as us. So
Listen,
I suggest you find a cure, and then we all win, don't we?
If he's a rat, it might be an improvement.
Pardon?
What? Yes, my friends are very sick already. I think we best get moving.
Oh, so you're going to travel through the night?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes. I've only got 24 hours before I turn into the fucking little prick from Ratatouille. Let's get a wiggle on.
Okay.
Dave, if we're travelling at night, there's not ghosties and ghoulies out there, is there?
There might be.
I don't want to get grabbed by the ghosties.
You got any spells for light?
I definitely don't want to be grabbed by the ghoulies.
You got any light spells?
No, but I've got pantomime joke spells. Just did one for you then.
Wait.
I might have a light spell. I don't know if I do or not. I mean, again, I don't know. You asked me. I don't know.
We've all got torches, haven't we?
It's raining.
I mean, can we not use just the lights on our phones?
What's a phone?
Hang on, I've got night look.
I also have dark vision, yes. But Ronson, unfortunately, is going to be stumbling around, right? I don't have any of that.
I'll just hold you, both of your hands.
No, please.
And you can guide me through.
Ronson, you're lucky Pierre. Just stand between us two.
Yeah. Just guide me.
Hey, it's a long journey, but there's a road to follow, so you know where you're going. So, first of all, Vic, can I get a D20 from you, please?
Okay. 12.
You about an hour out, and you do hear you hear the scurrying of something in the bushes.
Did anyone hear that?
The scurrying in the bushes?
Well, yes, there was something in the bush over there.
Sounded like a scurry.
Show yourself.
I'm here.
No, to the bush.
As you shout, a sheepish-looking rat person does poke their head out.
Oh.
You're good at this, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, we are trying to help, so...
We're trained heroes.
Just wanted to make sure you were actually going to do what you said, because I don't want to live there as a rat forever. Please. I know Bossons is a bit of a dick, but please do help us.
Yeah, we're on our way. Just don't bite us, in the middle of the night, if you don't mind.
We don't know that biting does anything. We really don't know what's gone on.
You wouldn't even eat some rice. You won't help yourselves, frankly.
We haven't got any rice.
Well, you didn't go looking for rice. You sniff it out with your rat noses.
Rice doesn't really smell of much.
Not to the average nose, but to a rat it would.
Yeah, but it doesn't smell as good as cows.
Well, we solved the cow mystery. We don't need to see the poor cows that you ate. You know, my friends that I spoke to, their sisters that you ate, like a bunch of bastards. Could have eaten some cheese. You had permanent supply of cheese out of that cow, you know. No, you had to eat the cow. There's a saying, don't eat the cow and lose a lifetime supply of cheese. My nan used to say that.
Me, Dave, as in like not a character, is now feeling like instead of burgers, should I get a cow? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. And have lovely milk every day.
A regenerating beef cow. I just kind of slice up every day and watch it grow back.
I might have to rethink the infrastructure of my house. And
do we have a spell for that?
Maybe.
Oh, you go. You just like cut the arse off a cow and then all cast heal on it. Job done.
Right.
That could work. So yeah, this rat sort of skulks back. Just please, I hope to see you soon.
Fuck off, I'm very grumpy now.
Don't worry, I can ratify for you right now. You could bet all your bucks on us succeeding and you won't be going home with your tail in between your legs.
Ronson, you can barely bloody see the thing. I don't know who you think you're talking to. Is this way?
I was just doing some rat jokes.
So you carry on. And Porky, can you roll me a d20, please?
I suppose I can. Sounds like more scurrying. 13.
Hey. So as you carrying on, you're getting tired, and you hear a voice in your head going, "What the fuck did you do that for? You should have killed the bastard."
Oh, right, sorry. I thought you meant talk about the low roll. So it's out of my control. It's D&D Beyond that does it. No, they are annoying but normal villagers, not bad guys. You know the rules.
Now you're cursed again.
Double curse.
I'm the only curse you need.
Listen here, Kirsty. It's in your best interest then to pipe down and just help me get uncursed by the rat thing, and then you'll be the only curse in town.
That near pun gave me an idea. Why don't you let it overtake you and become the Rat King?
Because in the day, I'd be a rat who couldn't carry you, and I'd just scurry off, thus negating your magical powers. You haven't thought this through, have you?
You do have a good point.
Exactly, and so do you, and I'll use them when I get a chance to. Until then, shut your chop hole.
Very well.
That's right. Verbally slapping an axe.
Yeah.
This tale of adventuring and arsing about was devised by DM Dave. Tok was played by Vic. Neil played Ronson, and he streams at twitch.tv/bitemythumb. Finally, Porky was played by Shitehawk. And of course, the whole lot was abridged by Stephen Rankin. Until next time, dickheads.
This podcast is part of Podomedy, the UK's podcast comedy network. Why not laugh at what else we've got? Visit podomedy.com.